Welcome back to Character Conversions, where I try to bring fictional characters to life in D&D. Today we're doing a redux of an older build, the Blind Swordsman, Zatoichi. For stats we'll be using the standard array of the player's handbook. Strength will be 12, Ichi is actually strong enough to defeat 5 men at a sumo festival. Dexterity will be 15, we take our time with things because we can't see, but we're also quite swift in battle. Constitution will be 14, a bonus to HP will help us in combat. Intelligence will be 8. I don't think the smartest men become Yakuza. Wisdom will be 13. We can occasionally pull off the wise older man vibe. And finally, Charisma will be 10. People don't tend to find us too intimidating until we're already in the process of cutting down their allies, and our people skills aren't always the best. For a race, Ichi is 100% human, so we'll be going with the variant human from the player's handbook. We'll increase our strength to 14 and our dexterity to 16. For our skill, we'll pick up performance. Ichi is a masseur as well as being able to play music and even dance. Finally, our feat will pick up alert. This will give us a +5 bonus to initiative. We can't be surprised while we're conscious, and other creatures don't gain advantage on attack rolls against us as a result of being hidden. For background, Ichi is formerly a Yakuza, so we'll be going with the criminal background. This gives us proficiency with deception and stealth skills. For tools, we gain thieves' tools and a gaming set. Ichi loves him a game of dice. Finally, we gain a criminal contact. I always find it fun to roleplay connections from a former life. Our first class will be Fighter. This gives us a D10 hit die, proficiency with strength and con saves. Our skills of choice will be athletics and perception, and we gain proficiency with light, medium, and heavy armor, as well as shields, and simple and martial weapons. Our first class feature is Fighting Style, of which we will be choosing Blind Fighting from Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. This gives us blind sight out to 10 feet, allowing us to see anything that isn't behind total cover, and we can see an invisible creature in range unless the creature successfully hides from us. Combining this with the alert feat means we will be perfectly fine in combat, and basically have a working representation of Ichi at level 1. Our final feature this level is Second Wind, allowing us to, as a bonus action, regain 1d10 plus our fighter level and hit points. We can do this once every short or long rest. Second level, we're going to dip into Monk, reason being we want to be able to fight without armor. Now if you don't mind the armor, then don't worry about this dip, but for now we gain unarmored defense and martial arts. Unarmored defense means we calculate our AC with wisdom as well as dexterity, and martial arts allows us to deal a d4 with our fist and various monk weapons. Ichi can fight without his sword, but he's definitely not as powerful without it. At third level, we're going to switch classes once again, this time to Rogue. This grants us proficiency in 1 skill, of which we'll be choosing Insight, expertise in 2 skills, we will choose Perception to make sure our passive is as high as possible, and Insight to detect when someone is trying to lie to us, be it in normal life or a gambling match. Next, we gain a d6 sneak attack die for when we have advantage on an attack roll or an ally within 5 feet of our target. Originally, I classified Zatoichi's weapon as a longsword, but after revisiting the series, it is really more likely a short sword, so use either short sword or scimitar based on the type of damage you want. Finally, we gain knowledge of Thieves' Cant. Our second level in Rogue grants us Cunning Action. Now we can take the dodge, dash, or disengage actions as a bonus action. At 5th level, our third level in Rogue means we choose our roguish archetype. We're going with Inquisitive from Xanathar's Guide to Everything. This grants us Ear for Deceit. Now when we roll an insight check to determine if someone is lying, we treat any roll of 7 or lower as an 8. Eye for Detail allows us to make a perception check as a bonus action to spot hidden creatures or objects, or an investigation check to uncover or decipher clues. Insightful Fighting allows us to, as a bonus action, make an insight check versus a target's deception check. If we succeed for 1 minute, we can deal sneak attack damage so long as we don't have disadvantage when we attack them. Finally, our sneak attack increases to 2d6. As a 4th level rogue, we gain our first ability score improvement. We will drop this into our dexterity, raising it to an 18. At 7th level, rogue grants us Uncanny Dodge. Now when hit with an attack, we can use our reaction to have the damage. Finally, our sneak attack increases to 3d6. At 8th level, as a 6th level rogue, we get to choose another 2 skills to have expertise in. We will choose Athletics and Stealth. Our 7th level in Rogue grants us Evasion. Now when we succeed on a dexterity save for half damage, we instead take no damage and only half damage if we fail. Finally, our sneak attack increases from 3d6 to 4d6. At 10th level, our 8th level in Rogue grants us another ability score improvement. We'll drop this into our dexterity again, capping it off at 20. At 11th level, we grab the next ability of Inquisitive Rogue, Steady Eye. Now so long as we move at half our speed on our turn, we have advantage on perception or investigation checks. If you ever wondered why Ichi moves around so slowly while fighting, this is it. Finally, our sneak attack increases to 5d6. 12th level will be Swift. We gain another ability score improvement. We'll place this in our Wisdom, raising it to a 16. 13th level and our 11th level in Rogue grants us Reliable Talent. Now any skill we're proficient in cannot roll less than 10 when we make a check. In addition, our sneak attack increases to 6d6. At 14th level we gain another ability score improvement. Once again we'll drop this into our wisdom, raising it to an 18. At 15th level we'll be making a switch back over to fighter. As a second level fighter we gain action surge. Now once per short or long rest we can now take an additional action on our turn. At 16th level we choose our fighter archetype. We'll be going with Battle Master this time. This grants us combat superiority, which grants us 3 maneuvers of our choice and a pool of 4 d8 superiority dice. For maneuvers we will pick Disarming Attack, Goading Attack, and Riposte. Riposte will be the one we use the most often because this allows us to get our sneak attack damage on enemies' turns, which is always nice. Finally, we gain Student of War, granting us proficiency with one type of Artisan's tool of our choice. Pick whatever suits your campaign or playstyle. At 17th level we gain another ability score improvement. Now we are either taking the Resilient feat for Wisdom or the Observant feat for Wisdom. For my personal build I will take Observant now, raising Wisdom to a 19, and also increasing our passive perception and insight by 5 each. At 18th level, as a 5th level fighter we gain Extra Attack. Now when we take the attack action we make 2 attacks instead of 1. 19th level fighter grants us our last ability score improvement. We'll trade this for the Resilient feat and choose Wisdom. Now we gain proficiency in Wisdom saves, and in addition we increase our Wisdom by +1, capping it off at 20. At 20th level, Battle Master grants us our capstone in the form of an additional 2 maneuvers, 1 superiority die, and Know Thy Enemy. For maneuvers we will choose Sweeping Attack and Trip Attack. Know Thy Enemy makes it so if we spend at least 1 minute observing or interacting with another creature outside of combat, we can learn certain information about its capabilities compared to our own. We learn if the creature is equal, superior, or inferior in regards to 2 of either its strength score, dexterity score, constitution score, armor class, current hit points, total class level, if any, or fighter class level, if any. End result sees us with an average of 141 hit points, an AC of 20, our attacks will average 8 damage, 16 in a turn, 37 with sneak attack. We can riposte when we are missed to deal an additional 37 damage on the enemy's turn. Our bonus to insight is a +17, so we shouldn't have any trouble getting to use our sneak attack with our insightful fighting. Our passive perception is a whopping 37 with our modifiers, no one will be sneaking up on us. Our combat strategy will be simple. Cut down every foe one by one using our bonus action to switch our insightful fighting target when the first one dies or runs away. For role-playing, you can take this many ways, but I recommend playing up the fact that you're a deadly man who can't see. Ichi instinctively grabs his sword handle when he knows someone is near, because he doesn't know until the last moment whether they are friend or foe. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment your opinions or suggestions for new builds. I hope all your 20s are natural. See you next time.